I have a great mix of poets tonight, male and female. I love the females with oomph, okay? No, they need to stand up too and shake the world, okay? That's why I brought down Moksha. Some love, please.
So when Yap said, you know, this year's theme is the difference between schizophrenia and wisdom, I thought, yeah, well, I can do that one. That sits pretty well. And then luckily I've been sort of come full circle back into where I started my creative life, I suppose. A collective of artists I work with, and we're sort of looking at Robert Anton Wilson's work at the moment, a book called Cosmic Trigger. This actual poem, for those of you that know Robert Anton Wilson and Principia Discordia, you're going to hear a lot of lines. This is plagiarism, but this is the Moksha version, because it's astounding stuff. It's that idea that believe nothing but suppose everything to be true. You know, he was the daddy of agnosticism, but not just in the religious sense, you know, in every sense, that we have to keep questioning and the Inquisition, but the moment that you think you have to know everything is the moment, I think, when you really become schizophrenic, especially for us, you know. It's out there, the cards are on the table, but you know, we don't have to come to the actual core of what is, we just have to keep searching. My second poem will be a bit more personal, which is usually the way I go, but this is total plagiarism. So here we go. Honestly, well, at least in my reality, the first time I came across people I considered to be mindfuck operatives, like me, I was 23. Eris crossed my path to pull me in, and I soon realised that Discordianism had always been my true religion. You see, from an early age, I'd already come to know just how many things there are that aren't so, and that everybody is somebody else's weirdo. And I'd been feared by my elders for being disruptive, when for me, primal chaos had just always felt comforting. But then, you know, back then I still had a skeptic's head. I danced on the borders of Chapel Perilous, but I hadn't fully entered it yet. First, I had to get rid of the Catholic indoctrinations of my youth and the egotistical programs which remained in my computer. And it takes time when you've been taught to talk to a picture postcard version of a higher power, to learn to become a real self-programmer. I had my finger on the trigger, but on the safety latch, still in the habit of screening out human signals not compatible with my own reality map. Luckily though, at the same time as meeting Eris, I decided to start consulting with my pineal gland. I picked up the telephone to hallucinogens for further information, and there was no going back. It was time to make a quantum leap, to explore the labyrinthine regions of my own brain, to test my sanity in the crucible for change. But becoming an inquirer also wasn't an easy phase. For first, the worst was revealed, that everything I thought I knew was wrong. The unfortunate result from living with a psychological and spiritual imbalance for so long. Imbalance caused by frustration. Frustration leading to fear. And fear making a bad trip, which I, like the rest of mankind, had been on for years. So, like a tarantula in the bedsheets, I slipped beneath, as I came to see just how my convictions had made a prisoner of me. I was travelling through the dark night of the soul, entering the abyss. I'd passed through the gates of Chapel Perilous, and once you're in, you're in. Once there though, I was to find evolutionary operatives, intelligent agents, and alchemical philosophers by my side. It appeared that I may have been doing something right. You see, they were surrounding me, and art as magic started happening. My true purpose was unraveling. Did I first emerge as a stoned paranoid? Well, fuck yeah! There were that many any neurotic, depressive and egotistical programs left. But once I'd reached a depth of despair, where I either drowned or decided to love the world instead of pitying myself, the agnostic did take breath. And Potentia was born. I was able to circumnavigate the possibilities and zigzag my way through confusion, don my hat and enjoy the adventure of voyaging to meaning, appreciate the beauty in my bullshit instead of disappearing into it. So next, I went on a quest to find different forms of psychotherapy to clear up any of the conflicts left between my atheistic hedonism and the Catholic indoctrinations my youth had bequeathed. And that's when I really started to see just how arbitrary the reality constructs of the average human being are. That conceptualism is art, and we are the artists. So why lock ourselves up in cages of fear and then complain that we're not free? And why take our own lives so seriously? That there is serenity in chaos, because chaos is energy, the breeze of wisdom and/or the wind of insanity. So I say, seek ye the eye of the hurricane, and step into the chaos if thou wouldst be wise, for it is an ill wind indeed which blows no minds. And we are greater artists than we ever realise. The universe is full of invisible intelligence. You've just got to allow the synchronicity portals to open to get it. And this time, the apple core shines bright. Yeah, my finger's on the cosmic trigger, and I'm ready to pull it this time. Are you ready?
Yeah!
Are you ready? Good. Then may our minds be blown just right. It's been a real journey. The last few years have been a real journey. An important journey, but yeah, pretty tough. My chaos got out of control. I couldn't ground it. And for a while I thought I had to rid myself of it. And then, with the help of lots of things that happened, I realised, no, I have to get it back into balance. You know, these are the different facets of myself. This is my schizophrenic self. How do I balance that back in? But then I got a gift. I was trying to do that, but I was still struggling. And then I got a gift. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to do this poem, and it was a gift of illness. And this poem is called Gratitude. Like a broken butterfly, dancing on the back of shadows, I barely fluttered through. For I flew into fires, but could not see the light. Blinded myself with fear and a victim's mind. Suffered without being with suffering. Burned without feeling my burn. I spoke through the beauty of silence. I thought myself too wise to learn. But then came this. A deeply layered, simple thing. One for which within my shadow dance I'd somehow always wished. Testing my body to goad my God, to whom I could not, would not hand myself over. But sometimes even the most disguised of prayers are heard. And I have been halted, my chaos made to stop, my body no longer willing or able to guide a tortured soul across these magical, beautiful lands it would not witness. Shallow breathing, making mountains out of anthills and walking spirals into loops, but never breaking through. Until walking with no purpose became impossible. Talking with a lack of honesty, too painful. And living with no gratitude, unfathomable. And being with my breath, the only thing I could do. The gift of life, my burn, the light. Let higher power inside, and he, she even brings me guides to help this broken butterfly to grow another wing to fly, to reacquaint her with her soul. Now to know love and feel love even when alone. Finally, to live, yet lose the fear of letting go. And I am so grateful.
Moksha, send some love to Moksha, some love. Send the love, send the love. Come on. Do the pokey hippie finger thing. Pokey hippie finger thing.
Oh yeah.
Pokey hippie finger thing. Okay.